Alright, so how are the Sony WF-C700N different from the Linkbuds S and the WF-1000XM4? First, let's talk about the case. So with the C700N, they went with a design similar to the C500, which are Sony's entry-level earbuds. It's kind of a round pill shape, and in the hand, it does feel kind of cheap. Not cheap in the sense that it's going to fall apart. It's just a very generic, hard plastic feeling. With the Linkbuds S and the 1000XM4, the cases just feel a lot better in the hands. Out of the three, only the 1000XM4 support wireless charging if that's a feature that you're looking for. Now, as far as the earbuds, with the C700N, the overall design is very similar to the Linkbuds S. However, there is one key difference, and that's the finish of the earbuds. These have a more textured finish compared to the very smooth finish of the Linkbuds S. And when you match that textured finish with their compact size, for me, it does improve the fit. So out of Sony's entire earbud lineup, these actually give me the most secure fit. The Linkbuds S also fit me very well thanks to their compact design, and that's actually one of the reasons that I tend to recommend these over the XM4. The XM4 are quite large and bulky, which, depending on the size of your ears, can keep you from getting a secure fit. Something else you'll notice are the differences in terms of the ear tips. The C700N and the Linkbuds S come with traditional silicone ear tips. However, the XM4 come with foam ear tips, which do have some pros and cons. On the positive side, foam ear tips help with sound isolation, and they also help improve the performance of the active noise cancellation. On the negative side, they tend to break down and deteriorate much faster compared to silicone ear tips. They're also a lot harder to clean. Another key difference is that the C700N are using physical button controls, whereas the Linkbuds S and the XM4 use touch-sensitive controls. And in typical Sony fashion, you do have to choose between playback controls, volume controls, and ambient sound control within the Sony app. However, I did see it mentioned on Sony's website that the C700N will allow you to control everything, including volume, through a future firmware update. So if that ends up being the case, that would definitely be a game changer, since none of Sony's earbuds in the past have allowed this. Something else you'll notice is that with the C700N, there is no auto play and pause feature. With the Linkbuds S and the XM4, the earbuds have sensors that will automatically pause your music anytime you remove them from your ears. Now let's go ahead and move over to Bluetooth connection. Recently, Sony has added multi-point connection to the Linkbuds S and the XM4. The C700N also support multi-point connection. However, as of recording this video, it's not yet available. Sony apparently will be releasing another firmware update this summer that will include multi-point connection. So depending on when you watch this video, they may or may not have it. Next, let's move over to battery life. So when it comes to per charge use, the C700N fall right in the middle of the Linkbuds S and the XM4 with around 7.5 hours on a single charge. As far as the charging case, you're only getting one additional recharge for a total of 15 hours, which, to be honest, is a little disappointing considering the price point. The Linkbuds S and the XM4 both give you at least 2 recharges for a total of 20 and 24 hours respectively. As far as water resistance, all 3 earbuds have an IPX4 rating, which means they're all water resistant. Now let's go ahead and talk active noise cancellation. When it comes to the C700N, considering the price, I don't think anyone will be disappointed with the noise canceling performance. They already give you some really good passive noise cancellation thanks to their snug fit, and then the active noise cancellation just adds another layer. The noise cancellation isn't quite on the level of the Linkbuds S, and certainly not on the level of the XM4, but all things considered, the performance is solid. They even have access to Sony's adaptive noise cancellation, which automatically makes adjustments for you based on your surrounding noise levels. Now, as far as the transparency mode, I don't think there's any reason to go for either of these earbuds over the other. Despite their differences in price, I think their performance is pretty similar. They all do a great job of allowing you to hear your surroundings whenever you need to be more aware. Now, where the Linkbuds S and the XM4 separate themselves is with some of their more advanced features, for example, the speak to chat option. So pretty much what this does is automatically activate the transparency mode anytime you start speaking. So if you're trying to have a conversation, all you have to do is start talking and the earbuds automatically know what to do. And then once you stop talking for a period of time, the earbuds automatically go back to their previous setting. Now let's go ahead and talk sound quality. So my first impression of the C700N is that they went with a much more consumer-friendly sound. It's definitely a punchier sound with more pronounced bass compared to the Linkbuds S and the XM4. I wouldn't consider them to be muddy, but like I said, you are going to notice more presence in terms of the bass. And I can only guess that this is intentional on Sony's part. I assume they're not really targeting audiophiles with these earbuds, more so younger people that just want to slap some earbuds into their ears and just jam out to their favorite music. You do have access to custom EQ inside of Sony's app, so even if you're not a fan of that punchier sound, you can scale it back. Now, for those of you that are a little bit more picky when it comes to sound, I will say that the Linkbuds S and the XM4 come off a lot more balanced and refined, and they also support LDAC, which is Sony's high-resolution audio codec. So it really just depends on the type of sound that you're looking for, as well as the type of music that you typically enjoy. All right, so right now, what you're listening to is a microphone test of the Sony WF-C700N. So should give you a general idea as to how you would sound if you decide to use these for a phone call. And now these are the Sony Linkbuds S, which are currently my favorite Sony earbuds as far as microphone performance. So we'll see how these compare to the C700N. And now we have the Sony WF-1000XM4, same outdoor microphone test. So we'll compare it to the C700N as well as the Linkbuds S, and we'll see which one comes out on top. So the C700N do have a lot going for them. Excellent fit, good sound quality, and great microphone performance. And they'll be even more attractive once the promised firmware updates are released. I do wish they had more total battery life, but aside from that, I think they're a solid set of earbuds. So that covers it for today's video. Hopefully you found it to be helpful, and aside from that, I'll see you guys in the next one.